That black yo magic, 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 magic, black yo magic, that black yo magic.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Glow Princess and I'm back at it again with a story time. This whole lockdown thing has me bored and thinking a lot, and I'm like, I want new content on my channel. I want to talk about something different. I want to do something different. So I thought, why not do a story time? And this story time is gonna be about the time I was friends with a thief. She wasn't like a professional thief. Anyway, she wasn't like a thief, but she was a little lying, stealing heifer, okay? So we're gonna call this person Cece. I'm just gonna call her Cece. So me and Cece met about 2 years, I would say 2-3 years ago. Has it been 3 years? Has it been that long? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 years now. No. We met about like probably like four years ago. We met a long time ago, but I don't even fucking know anymore. Probably less, I don't know. But anyway, so me and Cece met on Twitter. We used to follow each other on Twitter, and she used to just always like comment, retweet my pictures, and like DM me, hey girl, we need to hang out and everything, you're so pretty, I feel like we should be friends and all that stuff. Let's go get our nails done, stuff like that, which happens a lot to me. Like, you know, I be having like, you know, girls, you know, your social media friends want to hang out and like, you know, be all buddy and like friends in real life. Sometimes I be dodging those type of vibes because it's like I don't really like to like meet people off the internet and then trying to create a friendship, because it don't be genuine to me. Most of my friends been my friends since before I was even Glow Princess. Nowadays, all of that internet shit don't be genuine, so I don't really be trying to like pursue any friendships off the internet with like anybody. So I be real reserved into myself. But she was so consistent, like, you know, being friends. At that time, I was kind of like just like lonely and bored, and I wasn't really like hanging out that much with my friends that I had. So I just wanted at least like, you know, one person that wasn't too far that we could hang out, do like regular shit, like get your nails done, go out to eat, take pictures and stuff like that. And she was also like, she was the type of girl, she was into like, you know, taking pictures and creating and stuff like that. So I thought, why not? So one day we decided to meet up and basically like, you know, go on a date or whatever, get to know each other, and we hung out. Everything was cool, the vibes was great, and I'm like, okay, I actually like this girl, like we can hang out and be friends or whatever. So everything was cool, everything was good, like we was buddies, like that was my bitch, low-key. At first when we was hanging out, I wasn't like posting her as much, but then like when we started like, you know, being friends, I started like, you know, when we together, I would post her and like tag her, so people would know that we would hang out. So when I would like be around other people, they will always tell me that she was just known for being this like lying, stealing, funny, scamming type of girl. And I used to just be like, what? I did not get those vibes from Cece at all. Like, she doesn't give me those vibes. Like, we're real cool, like the energy is like, you know, matched, like everything is like, it just seems so crazy to me, all the stuff that they were saying about her. And I would just be like, what? I don't get that from her. And I'm the type, like, I don't care what people could be out here talking about you and saying about you. I want to see it for myself. Like, if me and you hang out and we're friends and you haven't done those things to me and I don't see what they're talking about, I'm not about to like, you know, cut you off and stop being friends with you because they said this and that about you, because at the end of the day, I don't see those vibes. Like, you don't treat me like that, so whatever. So people would tell me all these things about her and I wouldn't believe them. I'd just be like, that's my girl, she can. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the part where we got into it and we stopped being friends. But before we even got to the point where we got into it, after New York Fashion Week, this person had got into a little situation with this artist that she was working with. She was the artist, makeup artist, for the whole New York Fashion Week, and she was doing her makeup for all her shows and her fashion shows and whatever she had to do. She was doing her makeup, and I was in New York at the time too. After New York Fashion Week, she got into an incident with the artist I went on Instagram and exposed her, saying how she stole a whole bunch of makeup from her, she stole some shoes from her friends, she stole some money, like $5,000, just all this shit. She went on Instagram and just like exposed exposed or like posted it on Instagram like, oh, this girl's a thief, I saying all this shit. So I seen it. I was just like, because I follow the artist, like we follow each other on Instagram, and I seen it. I'm just like, what is going on? So she called me and she's crying. She's like, what the fuck, how could she do this to me? Like, I can never be a thief. Like, why do I need to steal from you? Like, I do makeup for a living, I get all this free makeup, all this shit, you know, talking shit. And I'm just like, what? That is so crazy. Why would she do all that? Like, why would she lie and just go on Instagram and just say all this shit about you? You're just out here stealing her makeup. Like, who the fuck steals makeup? And like saying that you stole her friend's shoes, and like you was just being mad weird the whole time you was with her, and just saying all this wild ass shit about her. And she just on the phone with me trying to convince me that she didn't steal anything, she never stole anything. Like, she left because the vibes were funny between her and the artist. So she decided to just leave and just be done with her. And the whole time the artist on Instagram is saying how she basically kicked her off the little tour, whatever they had going on, and sent her home. All this messy ass shit on Instagram, and everybody was DMing me like, oh my god, here's your friend and all this shit, like this is who you hang out with. And I'm just like, this is not the CC that I know. Like, I don't even know. Like, the artist probably lying, you know how they be doing. Like, this is no way. Like, I'm not about to get involved with this. I don't know. This is not who I know, and I'm not about to be a part of it. About like a month or 2 months after that, everything just went back to normal. Me and her was still cool and all this cool shit. She had got into another situation where she needed to pay her rent, right? She asked to borrow some money from me and to complete her rent and pay her rent. And I was just like, cool, you know what, we're friends, you need a loan or whatever, you're in a deep situation, a serious situation, I'm gonna help you out, cool. Like, let her borrow the money, and she was supposed to pay me back like the month after that or some shit. So cool, that happened. A couple weeks after that, I wanted to stay over her house for like a day because I had to leave from her house to go to this appointment I had to make, and her house was closer to where I was going. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna come over, stay over, and just Uber from your house to go to this appointment I have to be at, so I won't be late since you're closer to them. Like, you know, we could hang out that night or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool, you could come to my house. So that morning when I was getting ready to go to my appointment, she asked if she could borrow my wig. She's like, hey, can I borrow this wig that you had on yesterday, because I don't really have like any wigs right now. All my new wigs is not coming into like next week, so can I borrow this one and just wear it until my wigs come. I wasn't really sure about letting her borrow the wig because I needed to do a video on this wig, like do promotion and everything, so I wanted it to look brand new and such. And you guys know I don't install my wigs, I don't glue them down, so it's like even if I pop it on and pop it right off, it's gonna look brand new because I don't really do much to it. So I didn't really want to give her the wig, but she said she really needed it, so I was just like, okay, I will let you borrow the wig, but make sure you don't install it, make sure you don't put no glue on it, make sure you don't, like, you know, try to like do crazy style on it, because I needed to look crispy new when I do this video. She's like, yeah, you know, I make sure it looks brand new and everything, I got you, and I won't even like be wearing it as much, all that good stuff. So I was like, okay. Mind you, a couple weeks prior to that, I had let her borrow, it was like these pants and some shoes, I believe, and she was supposed to give it back to me, and she never gave it back to me. Every time I would ask for it, she would like stall and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring it over, I'm gonna bring it over, and all that. She always stalled, and just I never got my shit back. I didn't trip. So she asked to borrow the wig. I said, okay, you could use the wig. So I ended up leaving the wig at her house, and the rest of my stuff I went to my appointment, did what I had to do, and from there I went home. So when I went home, a couple of days went by, and like the day that I was supposed to get the wig back, I texted her and I was like, hey, I need the wig back because, you know, I have to do the video, so are you home? I could come pick it up. And she's like, oh, I'm not home, I'm busy today, but when I come back home, like, I'm gonna let you know when I'm back home so you can come and get it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Another week went by. I'm just like, okay. And I'm the type, I don't like to feel uncomfortable and just press the issue on something and just like basically like bother you and like beg, even though it's my stuff. Like, I shouldn't have to feel like that uncomfortable, but I always feel like I'm asking for too much or I'm bothering somebody. So I gave her an extra day. A week went by and I texted her again. I was like, hey, I really need a wig and everything, are you home now? And she's like, oh, I'm over at my parents' house, I won't be back to like this day, so whenever I get back, I'm gonna tell you so you could come and get your stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. I didn't say anything, you know, I'm still in a little calm, friendly manner. I'm just like, okay, cool, just let me know when you get home, I will come pick it up, please, because I really need it. I need to do this video, you already know how this shit goes. And she's like, yeah, I got you, babe. So I'm like, okay, cool. almost a motherfucking month went by. Now it's been like a whole month and a half and I'm still begging for my wig back. And I'm like, I'm getting cussed out from this company. I already done took their money. They're like, where's our video, where's our wig, like we're gonna sue you and all that shit. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I need this wig. So now at this point I'm getting irritated because you're affecting my business. Anybody that's worked with me in the past, I don't like being late. I don't like people just like, you know, complaining and just thinking that I'm even like, you know, stealing their money or like scamming them. So it made me feel uncomfortable that these people are thinking that, you know, I could be scamming them and shit, like that. I already took their money. So at this point I'm irritated. And the whole time I was just seeing her on Instagram wearing my wig. She got it all styled up and just like doing extra shit with it. And I'm just like, what is this girl doing? But anyways, so my sister's birthday was coming up and she needed somebody to do her makeup, and I was like, hey, Cece could do your makeup, you know, she's a makeup artist. So I would just ask her if she could do your makeup for your birthday and everything, like since we're friends. So she's like, okay, cool. So I asked Cece and I'm like, hey, my sister's birthday coming up and she wants her makeup done. Can you do her makeup? And she's like, yeah, I could do it and everything. Just like, you know, tell her to come to my house. So the day that my sister was on her way to get her makeup, and I was like, when you get there, make sure that you get my wig, you get my shoes, you get my pants. You basically get everything that I left at her house with her or let her borrow. You just get everything and bring it back with you. Since you're already there and she's gonna be there with you in person, just grab all my stuff and bring it back home for me, please. She's doing her makeup and everything, and when she finished doing her makeup, my sister texted me and was like, why is she talking about like I have to pay her? She said I have to pay her. And I'm just like, what? I have to pay her like $180. And I was like, what? So I texted Cece and I was like, hey, my sister just told me that you asked her to pay you. I know she doesn't have any money on her, so just take that fee out of what you owe me when I let you borrow money. Just use that to cover whatever you did to her face and everything. And she's like, oh yeah, like, you know, I wasn't even trying to charge her and everything, like I totally forgot, you know, it's cool, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, just like, you know, so we're on the same page. Like, girl, don't be trying to charge my sister when you owe me some money. And I wasn't even trying to like look at it like that, but like, I've done you a couple favors and you trying to charge my sister for a little beat, like, girl. 10 minutes later, my sister texts me. She's like, oh, she says that the clothes and stuff are in the washing machine, they're wet, and she's currently wearing your wig. She installed it and she can't take it off and everything. She didn't know that she needed the stuff back today. And I was like, what? Why would you even install my wig when I've been begging for it for the last 2 months now? Like, sis, are you okay? So I'm just like, what? So I text her and I'm like, hey, I told my sister to get the stuff from you. Like, she gets like a little attitude and she's like, yeah, like I had the wig installed on my head right now. I didn't know that you needed it back. Like, you should have told me a couple days earlier so I would have never installed it. Like, I paid a stylist and everything to install the wig, and like this glue, I can't just like take it off. It's gonna take a couple weeks. And I'm just like, I gotta book an appointment with you to get my shit back? What? And I'm just like, girl, you could literally just go in the bathroom and wet it and it's gonna come off. And for the clothes, she was saying how she just washed it and everything, it didn't dry, so she's just gonna wash it again and just like send it to me another day or whatever. And I was just like, you can literally just put it in a plastic bag. It doesn't even have to be dry. Just put it in a plastic bag. I would dry it and wash it myself at home. So she wasn't really, so I told my sister, I was like, do not leave there until she gives you the stuff. So she tells me, she's like, okay, I'm about to give it to her and shit like that. So I told my sister, I was like, don't leave there until you have the wig, my clothes, and my shoes. So my sister ended up leaving. She's in her Uber. She's like, she called me, she's like, girl, like, she was not trying to give your stuff back whatsoever. Like, she kept saying like, just go ahead and leave. Why would she just make you leave when I literally told her it's fine, that you could wait there for my stuff? Like, she was just not trying to get my stuff back. So I was just like, at this point I'm getting irritated because now you're playing. First of all, you got a little attitude with me. Just like, I told her not to install this damn wig because how the hell you on Instagram wearing my damn wig, promoting the damn wig when I'm supposed to be motherfucking promoting the wig? Like, I don't got paid and everything. You over there doing the advertisement for me. Like, I'm confused. Like, the fuck is really going on? So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna give her to tomorrow. So I texted and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna send an Uber to your house tomorrow to come pick up the wig and the stuff. And she's like, oh, I'm not gonna be home tomorrow. And I'm just like, okay, well, is there any way you could like leave it in front of your door or like somewhere, so like, you know, I could put my sister in an Uber and then she could just pick it up at this spot? And she's like, okay, cool, I will leave it in a mailbox tomorrow. Just let me know when she's on her way. I would put it in a mailbox before I leave to my parents' house so she could get it and everything. So I'm like, okay, cool, perfect, thank you. So the next day I put my sister in an Uber. She's on her way there and I'm like, hey, my sister's in an Uber, she's not responding and everything, and I'm just like, okay, we already know how this is gonna go. So my sister gets there, she checked the mailbox, and y'all, nothing was in there. Nothing. I'm just like, this game of hide and seek that we're playing, I'm so tired of it. My patience is here. I'm tired. Like, what are you doing? So I text her. I don't even text. I called her and I'm like, not picking up, not picking up. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? So I texted and I was like, hey, my sister's literally outside your house. Like, what are you doing? She's not responding. So I told my sister to go knock on the door. Knocks on the door, and the woman that lives there answered the door, and she's like, hey, what do you need and everything. She's like, hey, can I talk to Cece? So she's like, wait a second. So she goes, and like, my sister literally said that she's seen Cece in a corner with the woman talking, and the woman comes back to the door. It's like, she's not here right now and you need to get off my property before I call the police. And my sister's like, what? I literally just saw her. She calls me, she's like, why she just said that Cece is not there and she's about to call the police on me. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what? She about to do what? Oh, now she's doing too much. So I'm like, you better go back to the motherfucking door and let me speak to her. My sister goes back to the door and she's like, I need to get my stuff. I need to get my sister's stuff. She was supposed to leave it in the mailbox and everything. Basically just at the door talking to this woman, going back and forth, and the woman is just like, you know, being real catty and nasty. So me and Cece proceeds to get into an argument. She's like, oh, you such a brat. Like, you always want everything to just be on your time, and you just always just expect everybody to move when you say move. And I'm just like, a brat? I'm like, who, me? Are you dead ass right now? Well, I'm gonna give you your shit back. I told you I was in my parents' house, and now you're just doing all of this, really trying to get this stuff. And I was like, first of all, I don't give a fuck about none of the shit you talking about, because I've been hunting you down for like 2 months now, trying to get my shit back. I told you that I already got paid for this wig, and I'm trying to do this video, and I'm tired of these people being on my ass about, like, you know, me having their money and their wig, and they want their video. So I need my wig back. You knowing what I do, knowing this is very serious to me, you should have made sure that I had my shit back on time when you were supposed to give it back to me. Like, you should be grateful for the fact that I gave you 2 or 3 extra weeks with my stuff without tripping, without being extra or none of that, because we are friends, or so-called. And I'm just like confused, because where is this energy coming from? Like, you're really trying to play the victim right now because I'm trying to get my shit back. And I was like, I'm not even trying to argue with you. I just want my shit back. I'm not tripping over no wig. I can never trip over no hair. Like, I literally have like 60 plus wigs just laying around in my room waiting, just begging to be worn. I even told her, if you want the wig that bag, let me just do the video, and after that you can have it for free. You can have it for free. I don't even want it back. Like, I don't care. Like, I just want to do my video that I got paid for, and you can have it, boo-boo. You can have it forever. I don't want to hear about this wig ever again. Just give me the damn wig back so I could do what I gotta do. And she's just like, oh, I'm gonna tell the lady to get it or whatever and give it to your sister. So my sister goes back to the door. The lady hands over a bag, and the wig was in there. Just the wig. She didn't give my clothes back or nothing. So my sister comes back home. I look at the wig, y'all. I don't even know. I probably don't even have the picture anymore, but it was like a mad glue all over the frontal. It was so dirty. The hair was oily as shit. Like, the wig just looked hella fucking trash. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with this? Because you had a whole 2 months to like take the wig off and wash it and give it back to me exactly how I let you borrow the wig. But she didn't care enough, so she didn't give me back my clothes or anything. We was just arguing this whole time. I don't even know what we was talking about at this point. Like, we were just going back and forth, and she was just saying how I'm just this ungrateful bad friend, and she's done all this shit for me, and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, what the fuck have you done for me? What have you done for me? Like, I'm not even the type to just sit here and brag about the things that I do for people, like I said. But she was just trying to sit here and just trying to make it seem like she don't did so much. Like, I will always just think of her because she would like benefit from it more than I would, because I don't do makeup. I'm not into makeup. So like, I will always, like, you know, just be like, hey girl, I just got invited to this. Do you want to come? I just got this makeup. Do you want to use this? Da da da. Like, but she's trying to make it seem like, just like, oh, you're just such a brat, and just calling me all these names. And I'm just like, oh, I see this energy is just coming out of nowhere. This is how you just been felt about me. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. I'm glad I'm seeing your true colors now. Thank you very much. So after that, I went on Twitter, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, once I get petty, I get petty. Like, once I I get petty. And I got on Twitter and I tweeted this. I said this bitch really out here a whole thief and a liar, did some goofy ass shit, because I was really motherfucking mad because you trying to play really act like he was at home with my sister seeing you in the corner with your little ass just hiding. Like, what are you fucking doing? So I was mad and I tweeted that, and she screenshot and she texted and she was like, oh my god, this is so fake and you supposed to be my bitch. And she called me, so we're on the phone, and she's like, oh, why would you tweet that? I've never done anything after everything that I've been through, you know, with the situation that happened with the artist and everything. You already know how I feel about that. And I was just like, I'm just speaking the truth, because you're not replying to me. You're over here ignoring me. The only thing you reply to is when you see my tweet. Now you want to talk. Now you want to fucking reply. Like, she's like, oh, like, why would you do that other shit? I was just like, because you're a liar, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, I've been nothing but nice to you, but you really just be trying to play me. So I'm just like, okay. And I ended up deleting my tweet because I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna be positive. It is what it is. So she said tomorrow we're gonna meet up with her pants. If not, I'm gonna ship it. And I didn't reply. She never ended up shipping those damn pants. To this day, I don't have the pants. She still be out here wearing it. She's just giving me a whole bunch of excuses, y'all. Just giving me the round, and I just kept going on and just going on. And she was ignoring my text, and I was like, so you don't see my text? Like, I'm really tired of texting you about my shit. To be honest, you could have all that shit. And I said, to be honest, you can have all that shit. At this point, you're sad, and it's really crazy how you think you know somebody but be dead wrong. All the shit people be saying about you be true, and I dead ass be out here defending you, but now seeing your true colors. Wow, that's sad. For your own self, be better, stay blessed. And after that, I just left it. I never said anything about my stuff again. I never spoke on it. I got my wig back, and I'm just like, she could keep the rest of the stuff. I don't even care. Not even the money. I didn't even ask for the money back for my fucking pants. I was just like, you know what, be blessed. Be blessed. You keep it. You just be blessed. I don't need to be this negative. I don't need it. Just have it. Have a good day. And I need to speak to her. And she said, you're welcome to come pick up your things. I'm not doing anything for you anymore, Amanda. You're not even yourself. Get back to you, and maybe we can talk, but I don't know who you are. She said, nah, you stay blessed. I love you. And I said, I don't want to talk. I never wanted to. I just wanted my stuff. You was holding it for hostage for months, but you know, you just do better. Be a better person other than just talking like it. Love you. Stay blessed. Because I always have to have the last word. And I had to tell her, like, don't be trying to make it seem, trying to give me those positive words. Be blessed. Be back to you. Bitch, I've been me. What are you talking about? I've been me. Like, you over there holding my stuff for hostage. Like, I kept saying I could pull up, ship it, pay for shipping, I could pull up, I could send Uber, I could do whatever you need me to do to come pick up my stuff. She wouldn't answer the phone, but as soon as I say, you know what, fuck it, I don't want it no more, she's like, oh, you're welcome to come pick it up. Every other time I'm like, can I pull up? You're not home. You're not gonna make it home. You're on the moon. Like what? I'm not gonna do anything else for you. I never asked you to do shit. Like, I could have came and picked up myself. You didn't have to move a fucking finger. Like, what? At this point, I said, be blessed. Be blessed. You know what? Keep it. Be blessed. So after that, a couple weeks went by. So on November 20th, 2018, she texted me. She said, you literally went to Asian show and was cooling with her after I done confide into you about this bitch. I cried the fuck in front of you about that shit and what she did. Bet just told me everything I need to know. That's real fucked up. I don't give a fuck if we had a falling out. That's real grimy. You sitting with bitches I literally had whole problems with, and honestly that shit hurt my feelings. Real shit. And you telling people my business like we ain't never been tight. You don't see me telling nobody about your business. I never said nothing bad out my mouth about you, and you sitting with my enemies. Bet. And y'all should see my response. This was my response. Hold on, I need to show y'all this. This was my response. I put the Rihanna meme and I was like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? She's so fucking delusional. Like, this girl is literally delusional. She thought that I went to the artist that she was beefing with. show. Girl ended up having a show in DC. So for some reason she thought that I went to the show and I was hanging out with the artist, and the girl that was doing the artist makeup at the time was this girl that she didn't like because the girl was messing with her boyfriend or whatever situation they had going on. So she thought that I was over there hanging out with this artist, but I don't even know what the fuck she thought. I was literally home minding my business, but I didn't even have the strength to even argue with her or even say, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? I literally just replied that gift like busting out motherfucking laughing because bitch, you look fucking crazy. And she thought that I blocked her, and she ended up sending the text like twice, and she sent it to me on Instagram, and I'm like, girl, I did not motherfucking block you. Like, I'm just not replying because you sound motherfucking crazy. Like, you sound crazy. She's so fucking delusional. So yeah, that happened. I didn't reply. And a couple months, like probably a year, 2019, she had texted me. She was like, Glow, and I was like, who this? And she was like, CC, and I was like, oh, what's up? And she never replied. Period. Because don't be trying to be motherfucking friends. We ain't friends, bitch. You a whole thief, and you're fucking weird and fucking delusional. Like, what is wrong with you? I was just like, this girl is delusional. And after the whole incident that, you know, we got into it happened, I started to just think back about like little things that she would do. Like, one time I went over her house and we was like supposed to film like a makeup tutorial, whatever, and I ended up leaving my beauty blender, my foundation, and like just a couple like little stuff over her house. And when I came back to pick it up, y'all, when I tell y'all my bottle of fancy foundation was empty, and that was a brand new bottle that I just bought a couple days ago just to, like, you know, have fresh products while doing this video. That thing was empty, like empty to the point I'm trying to do my makeup and I'm pumping, nothing comes out. I open the bottle, look, bitch, that shit is empty, not a drop, nothing. And I texted her and I was like, hey, did you use my foundation or did it spill or something? She's like, no, remember when you came over I used it to do your makeup, but like I was struggling to even get the foundation out because it was almost empty. And I was like, that's weird because I just bought this bottle like 3 days ago, so how can it be empty? She's like, I don't know, but like it was empty even when I used it on you. And I'm just like, alright, because those foundations be lasting me in a couple motherfucking months, okay? So that was kind of weird, but I brushed it off and I was just like, am I tripping? What? Am I tripping? I was like, nah, it's no way she stole my damn foundation. But then after everything happened, I started thinking about it. I was like, she used to always compliment me on that damn foundation. Bitch, you stole my damn foundation. That's a damn shame. I was just really sad because I really fucked with her. Like, I thought I had me a friend that was just like me, and now we're just nothing. Like, I don't know what she's doing or what she's looking like, you know. It's been like 2 years now. So, but yeah, I just thought about it the other day. But yeah, that's pretty much that story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long and boring. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more story times, because y'all, I go through a lot of shit, so a lot of crazy shit. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.